I need to apologise to you guys for the my last vlog. The voice sync was out of phase when I was talking. That could have been from I had a very poor signal, even though I was in a built-up area. I had to mooch around, drive around to get a decent signal to upload. It could be that. I don't know, but thanks for letting me know, Nick. Cheers, buddy. I've just spoken to the CRT about lock number 7. They said the centre pin's broken, the balance beam snapped. What the hell is going off with that lock? Didn't seem that bad on the way up. So the centre pin's broken, I don't know what that means. So they're going down to fix it now, so there's only 2 of them. Fingers crossed it gets fixed in the next few days. I'm taking this chimney stack out and I've got to get all this rope off. And it's supposed to have a rope on there. See, it's all rotten, can't you? You can see there's rotten there. That's probably the rope that's caused it, to be honest. So I'll get this get off. I think it might be the rope that's caused all this moisture retention. Possibly, you know. Oof, it's dusty. It is dusty. Yeah, totally rotten, isn't it? Totally rotten. And perhaps I can pull the chimney out from the top. A bit more. It's totally rotten, isn't it? Messy and rotten. Let's move that. Totally messy and rotten, but it's the time to do it. It's loose. It's loose. Let's try and get it out. There we are. The stack has been removed. This one feels a lot heavier than that one. Just hope it's the right one. Just hope this stack feels a lot more substantial than that new one I bought. Well, there you are. I've got to take all the cement off. That cement off there, the old cement, and inspect all this. This is all. I've got to epoxy that and fill that up. Clean all this off. And I think the roof might need a bit of reinforcement behind there. It's been like it for years, so it's not caused any harm. It's not burnt the wood or anything like that. The wood's still good, so it's not that bad. Just got to get all that old stuff off there, and then is it meant to be that shape? I can't remember. Yeah, it is. I took all this out. Steam's alright still. Okie dokie. Let's compare these chimney stacks. Right, can you see what the difference is? Oh, bloody hell. Oh, shit. What I'm going to have to do is, I'm going to chop this. Chop this. And this is nowhere. This is much more substantial than this rubbish chimney. It's the same size. Oh, great. Great, 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 great. Same size, that goes in there. Totally the wrong length. So I'm going to have to cut this down, put the two together. I don't know where I can do it. Damn! Damn! remember on the website they only sold meters. Perhaps I needed 2 meters and cut it. Anyway, I'm going to make 2 out of the 1, so welder's got to come out and start welding, I think. Oh damn it, it's a lot more work than what I thought. So I thought to myself, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to cycle down to that lock and have a look at what the damage is on the stoppages. I never think about what I need to do with that chimney. Oh, I can't believe it. I ordered the official size, and I thought, you know, standard sizes. You know, I measured from the roof to the fire. I under-measured, and then I thought, let's get a metre. That's enough. So I measured a metre. It was from the fire to the ceiling, but I didn't take into account the insert into the fire and going through the roof. Oh bloody hell! So I'm about a foot short almost. Yeah. So what I could do is if I could just get enough grinding wheels, I could cut the whole roof down and lower the roof down to meet. No, that'd be stupid, wouldn't it? I ain't got enough grinding wheels anyway. I can't walk about the boat then. No, that's a stupid idea. Maybe I could raise the fire up a foot. I'll put it on feet. And no, that's another stupid idea. No. Maybe if I joined the 2 pieces of pipe, yes, 2 pieces of pipe together, and I could weld it with my little welder. That's a better idea. That makes more sense. Yeah, but lowering the roof's so much more fun, isn't it? Yeah, but how can you walk around lowering the roof? Yeah, no, I have to crawl around it like Hobbit land, wouldn't it? No, I can't do that. Yeah, so I think that's the best bet. So lowering the roof, no. Raising the fire, nice, wouldn't it? A bit higher up. No, that's too much work. So lower it. So joining the pipes together. Yes, I think we'll stick with that. I'll get my little welder out and join the 2 pipes together. That makes much more sense. And then make good out of the 2. Yeah, but one's more substantial than the other. Yeah, it don't matter. I'm living on a shoestring. You've got to make do, haven't you, Will? Yeah, it's true. I have. Okay. Right, let's just do that then. That makes much more sense. Why would the fire people website sell flues that are shorter than the original ones? I don't understand that. I know, it's making sense. So I've had to buy 2 pieces, join them together, then cut 1 piece down, take a foot from 1 piece. That's like over £100 just for 2 pieces. That's stupid money. Oh, here we are. Oh, that was quick. Oh, here it is damaged. Well, it's been cordoned off for some reason. Let's just put the bike down and I'm going to have a quick look, see what's going on. Put tape on, so obviously something's not right, a bit dangerous. That tape's like a force field, you can't get through that.
Oh, what is wrong with it then?
Let's have a look over here, see what's going on.
With it?
Oh, I can't see anything. What's the problem? Oh, I've seen it. The beam up there. Oh dear.
This balance beam here has collapsed. It is rotten. That's why. It should be like that one there. So I'm going to have to drive something in there, and bolt it through there so you can use it. Could be a mess, couldn't it? These things are bloody heavy. God, blimey. Crane to lift those. Right, so I know what the problem is now. There's no workers here. Where's the workers? You know, rushing to get this sorted out. Where are they? And that's going to be months here then. If that's the case, I'm going to have to get my van. I'm going to work on that. Oh dear. Because I can't work outside, it's a very confined area. People are always walking past, as you see. So I can't weld and cut metal out there. So I've got this fire blanket. I'm going to grind. I've marked it. I've marked the difference in length, the extra that I need to extend this. So I'm going to cut that and I'm going to weld. I've cut extra to weld and fit up into there. I've thought about it, so I'm going to get some. I watched James when he had these boards doing this. He got some spray. I'm going to get some spray foam that's fire retardant behind there. So yeah, cut this with the grinder. I can't do it outside, so I'm going to do it on the fire blanket. Hopefully just protect it from everywhere. This won't set on fire. It's quite a robust, very handy this actually. I'm also going to weld it. I'm going to weld it. Yeah, I'm going to weld it in there because that is non-flammable. That just in case any spatters go anywhere. But I shall cover everything up and move everything out of the way before I do all this. You know, let's just get motivation to get on with it. It's just so messy and dusty. I've also got to get rid of the rest of that crap from in there. I've also got to fill. I've got some epoxy. I'll fill that up and then get some foam when I get to a shop, because the lock's closed. I can't go anywhere. There's no DIY shops around here, so I'm doing what I can now. I'm going to chop it, weld it, paint it, and that's ready for installation when I get the rest of the cement and the foam and the bandage that goes around the chimney. I might actually use some of this blanket as a chimney, wrap around the chimney to fill the gap as the pipe goes up, you know, to seal it. That's what's happened before. They used fire string rather than fire blanket. That blanket's bloody handy for welding and everything, so I might keep it. I just heard my mate Mike that the number 7 lock, they're letting narrowboats through but not wide beams now, that's what I've heard. So 2 locks down from here. I'm going to get going and try it, see if I can get through. If I get through, I'll moor up and then, you know, relief then. You're through the danger bit, you know. Danger, danger, danger. Goodbye. I've been here for 2 nights, 1 night, 2 days. It's now 2 in the afternoon and I'm moving 3 or 4 locks down. First lock of the afternoon. It's a lovely looking lock as well, isn't it? These houses next to it, lovely, aren't they? Well, it's such a pretty little estate just there. You've got all these white houses going up there. Isn't that pretty? Sawbridgeworth, you have impressed me with your prettiness and delectability. Shops. There's a lovely cafe. A beautiful breakfast, which is all sourced from the farmer. Mike and Linda treated me to a breakfast, so I'm always on the scrounge, me. Well, the money's limited, it's not an endless supply for me. I've got some months are good and I survive fairly well. I can play golf, and other months are terrible and I've got to just cut back on everything, you know. No expensive coffees, no decent coffee, no burnt flavourless coffee, cheap shopping and all, you know, that kind of stuff. Don't move as much because less diesel and all that kind of rigmarole involved. Instead of pumping out 3/4 of a tank, you pump out the full tank to the brim. Do you know what I mean? That kind of stuff, which is fine. It's fine. It's the way it is. I've chose this life and I'm taking full responsibility for it. I don't claim any benefits. I don't want to. We've got no pensions. I don't claim anything from anywhere. So
purely by my own creativity and hopefully by my success of the channel that I can earn a few quid, so I can just survive doing this, you know. Oh, you must get millions on YouTube. No, you only make, well, this month's not bad. I made 400 quid. Last month was 250, so that's what I mean, got to tighten your belt. And the coffees, sometimes coffees are good, get 200, other times you get 100 a month, you just never know. Bought another tripod, one of these. I've used my old tripod legs, glued them in, and used my old tripod feet, which are magnetic, put them on and extended the tripod. It's absolutely rubbish. It didn't work. All these knuckles, they go all weak. They can't handle the weight of that and the phone, you know. I've got to slow down a bit. Just here, I know there's a shopping trolley there because I've seen it going over the bridge. So stay clear of that shopping trolley. Bridge 35. Staying alive, staying alive. Ah, ah, ah. Staying alive. And there we are, the aforementioned article. Shopping trolleys, Riverarsus vulgarices. God, it's red hot now, and I'm dressed in my full attire because it was cold. Now it's sweltering. I think this is the maltings here, and you've got the it's a shed. You've got a little restaurant around there called the Shed. I'd advise you to come around there and have breakfast there. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful little area. You can moor down here, and we did moor down there on the way up, but there's a very special mooring just after this tree with hard standing, as you can see it there. Though that's a really nice mooring because you're not opposite Heises, overlooking Heises. I think it's an old junction outlet for this, never used. No one ever uses this, you know, moorings or these mooring pins or anything. It's a waste. Just a feature that's not being used and just overgrown and weedy. Shame. Right, I think I've got a lock coming up here. Yo, am I right? Right. The lock, she said for me, it is good. The lock is good. And the lock is electric, so it's even gooder. I'm almost down to the lock now. I'm going to find somewhere to moor up. Still here working on it. So I'm going to go down and have a chat and see what they're doing. They've fixed it now, brilliant. Right, I'll get ready then. Yeah, thank you, mate. Beautiful. There's of kids on that lock. Oh, they swang. All give me a hand. See them all going for a swim. Those kids were great. Brilliant kids. Give me a hand. Really polite. But I wouldn't want to stay there for the night because there's probably about 30 of them. They'll just be screaming and shouting, having a good time, but you know it happens at the end of the night, don't you? Girls and boys together. Oh, she called me this, and oh no, I don't want to be involved. I'm glad. Thank you, CRT, for fixing that gate just in perfect time. Filthy thumbs up from Uncle Willie.